spreadsheet to be quick, efficient, and accurate, because I know that champions do not have time to waste. Here's how to navigate the De Bruyne revenue and expense spreadsheet. Step 1. Select the relevant month of the year in the bottom of the menu bar. Step 2. The first section of the spreadsheet is locked and will be the section that will generate results for you based on the information recorded throughout the rest of the spreadsheet. Step 3. This year food and beverage cost. Move to the right-hand side of the page to the next section titled with the month and revenue expense. Go to the first column named this year, and you enter your food and beverage expense in the light blue column. Step 4. Labor cost. Go down to the next row named labor cost and enter your labor cost for that month. Step 5. Other expense. Go down to the next row named other expense and enter any other expense that is not in the food and beverage or labor cost category. Step 6. Prior year revenue. Go to the third column named prior year, and in the light blue row named revenue, enter your total revenue for the previous year of that month. Step 7. Food and beverage cost. Go down to the next row named food and beverage cost and enter the amount that you have spent on food and beverage the previous year for that month. Step 8. Labor cost. Go down to the next row of that column, named labor cost, and enter the total amount that you have spent on labor for that month in the previous year. Step 9. Other expense. Go down to the next row in that column, named other expense, and enter the total amount that you have spent the previous year in that month on anything else that does not fall in the food and beverage and labor cost category. Step 10. Average sales per guest. Move to the next section on the right-hand side of the page titled Average Sales per Guest. Note that this section is broken down into 4 weeks and that every week functions on a 2-day average. Step 11. Day and date. In the first column of this section, you will enter the day into the dark blue column and then enter the date into the light blue column. Once you have completed this step, the De Bruyne spreadsheet will automatically update this information for you to speed up the process and to keep you from having to repeat the information again and again. Step 12. Sales. In the column named Sales, enter in the light blue row your total sales for that day. Note that as you enter your daily sales totals, the De Bruyne spreadsheet is updating and computing your sales totals not only in this section, but also generating results in the first section of the page in the column named This Year, Revenue. Step 13, Guests Served. In the next column named Guests Served, enter the total number of guests that you have served on that day. Note that the De Bruyne spreadsheet is constantly generating results for you and updating processed information, as you will see that you will have results in the last column named Average Sales per Guest Served. Step 13, 7-day average. Go to the right-hand side of the page titled 7-day average. The De Bruyne spreadsheet has already computed all the information for you, and you will only use this section for strategic analyses. Step 14, month, revenue, and expense. You will now return to the first section of the page titled with the month and revenue and expense. Note that based on the work done throughout the previous steps, the De Bruyne spreadsheets have now generated accurate results for you. You will now be able to analyze results for sales variance and percentage variance, revenue forecast, expense budget weekly and per day, cost percent and sales required to justify expense. Note that in the bottom of the page, there is also a section that will provide you with your weekly percentage of budget, daily percentage of budget, revenue forecast, weekly revenue forecast, daily revenue forecast, desired profit, and weekly desired profit. Please note that in the column named cost percent that is relevant to determine your desired profit, that you will be able to enter a cost percent that you will be comfortable with. All formulas have been locked in order to protect the De Bruyne spreadsheet. However, you will be able to format cells based on your preference. If you are keen on owning your very own De Bruyne spreadsheet, you are welcome to follow the link posted with the spreadsheet. That's all, folks. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.